Today, we're talking about car dealerships and all their little secrets. Let's get to it. Welcome to A Guy and a Grilled Cheese. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of your day. Have we got a good one for you today? Car dealerships. Everybody kind of likes going to one, but nobody really likes dealing with one, right? As many of you know, I think I've mentioned this before, I used to be a car salesman, and a pretty good one. And I wanted to let you know about all the little secrets at the car dealership. Some of the things you probably know, some of the things will surprise you. In fact, I've got so much to dish on, I'm breaking this up into 5 different episodes. So all week long, Guy and a Grilled Cheese is talking about car dealerships. And if you put them all together, they are a must-watch before you go and buy your next car. When you think of a car dealership, you probably think of a sea of cars in this big parking lot. And you go out there and you park your car somewhere and you give a little eye looking out for some salesmen, but then you start walking the lot looking at the different cars that they have. And they have, depending on the size of the dealership, they could have hundreds of cars. Then something happens. You start feeling people watching you and you start seeing people walking through the cars. You know the salesman is coming, and then, hey man, looking to buy a car? So here's 3 things about car dealerships that you probably don't know. Number 3, they actually don't like cash offers. Ever hear, oh, I'm going to walk in there with cash and get a great deal? It's not how it works anymore. There was a time where that did work like that, but that time is long gone. They want you to finance because they make money when you finance through them. And we're going to talk about that a little more. Number 2, something that you probably didn't know, the car dealership doesn't actually own the cars that are on the lot. So when a car comes in from the car manufacturer, they actually finance them. So every day that car is sitting on the lot is another day that they have to pay interest on that car. So there is an incentive to sell the car as quickly as they can. Something to remember. Some of you may know this, but most don't. Number 1, they actually make a lot more money on used cars. Even when you go to a new car dealership, the salesman will sometimes start trying to steer you toward a used car. That's because he wants to make more money off of you. The dealership makes more money, the dealer makes more money, and you get a used car. Now that's okay if that's what you're looking for, but it's just something you should know. So that gets back to the salesman, that guy. It's okay to talk to your salesman. Your salesman is there doing a job. With hundreds of cars to choose from, it really does help you to tell the car dealer, the salesman, what you are looking for and a range of how much you want to pay. But also have in your mind that selling you a car is in that salesman's best interest. They're going to be slick because they want to sell you a car. In fact, they're going to make it seem like they are on your side. One of the lines that I used to use when I was selling cars was, I don't make any money unless you buy a car. And you're not going to buy a car unless you get a great deal. So it's my job to make sure you get a great deal. Well, that line worked for me a lot. And you might have heard something similar to that in your last car buying experience. But the truth of the matter is, I'm trying to sell you the car for as much as I can. And the price does vary. Be aware of people like me. When you come to the dealership, I'm going to be incredibly polite. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be very charming. I'm going to joke around. I might have some toys in my desk for your kids. I'm going to make sure you have a glass of water or a coffee, because all those little things, all those little gestures are really ways to get you to stay by my desk so I can talk to you longer, because I need to know how much you're willing to pay. I need to know what you're looking for. Because if you come in looking for a pickup truck and I start showing you a four-door compact car, obviously I'm not doing my job as a car salesman. So I need to find out what you're looking for so I can show you something that you want, because it helps me sell you a car. And remember, I'm here for me. Don't forget that. Remember, the number one thing car dealerships are there to do is to make money. And they're going to make money on you. And that's okay. That's the American way, right? They are allowed to make money. They are allowed to make a profit. You're also allowed to ensure that you're getting a good deal too. A win-win is when both sides are happy, and you can do that. Just be careful, because they're not looking for a win-win. They're just looking for a win. I've got so much more to talk about, but that's my time for today. Tomorrow's episode, we're going to be talking about how dealers make their money. And I promise you, you're involved. We're just starting on all the things about dealerships you need to know. So until then, I'll see you next time. So long, everybody.